Hey, hope you're doing well. Let's go see what I did in the month of February. Just as a quick refresher on what I'm working on a startup called Fallix. We're helping retirement homes to detect falls immediately using these sensors that we place into their clothing. And right now, we're testing it out with 3 retirement homes here in Ontario. The first thing that happened is we adjusted the pre-processing logic that we use for our fall detection model, and it made it more accurate, which is really good. And so we pushed that model live to the server. And so for the next few weeks, we're just testing it out with actual residents that are wearing the device. The second thing that we learned this month is in regards to the comfort level of our device. So for some context, there's been about a month and a half worth of data that we've gotten of seniors wearing our device, giving us information on if it's comfortable or not. Those with dementia don't take it off. Those who are independent so that it's comfortable, and those in long-term care don't have any skin irritations. There's been no issues with comfort across the board, which is really good. But what we did learn in the month of February is that we have to work on our waterproofing mechanism, specifically because in homes like the long-term care home, they use these industrial washers and dryers, and those are a lot more powerful than the ones that we have at home. And so right now we're just changing the gasket that we use to make the actual sensor waterproof. We're trying it with different materials and different sizes. And based off of that, we'll try to increase the durability it has in the washer dryer so that hopefully we can solve some of these issues in March. The third thing is because we've been running this pre-pilot comfortability test, we've been getting a lot of data on falls generally throughout the home. That's one of the things that we've been looking at as well. How do falls happen? Where do they happen? And so we started to realize that a lot of falls do happen in the night, and that these bed alarms that the homes use are really ineffective. So a bed alarm is a pressure sensor that they put underneath the bed, and what it's supposed to do is say, hey, this person has gotten out of bed. But what it does right now is it goes off every 10-ish minutes because people toss and turn in the bed. And as soon as you just take out a little bit of pressure, it will beep automatically. And so these are really, really annoying for staff. They go off very often. And so what we started to do was we started to work on this idea for bed exit detection, and we were looking into researching new types of models and changing the casing that we had to, instead of it being put onto the clothing, could it be like a magnetic clip that they only use at night? And we started doing a lot of research and design on this, and then we realized 4 to 5 days in that hey, we should probably stop this. And the reason why is because we want to make sure we solve one problem really well. If you look at Y Combinator's pocket guide advice, it's has this line and it says something like startups can only solve one problem really well at any given time. And what we were trying to do is solve the fall detection and the bed exit detection at the same time. And so we realized we just need to focus all of our resources on the fall detection. And so we decided bed exit detection is something that we'll do later on. And it's a good thing that we learned about that through the pre-pilot data collection, but we got to focus on fall detection. So that was a really good learning that we had in February as well. Don't just go to the flashy new piece of user feedback that you got. Focus on the core problems that they have, and then any other problems that they have, you can obviously note them down. But if you're trying to solve one problem and haven't solved that well, you should not try to go to other problems and try to solve those when you don't have the first one really well figured out. For March, it's all about soft launching and testing out this device with the live pilot locations that we have. We know, residents wear the device, they're okay to wear the device, but now it's about, does this device send data? How's our fall model actually doing in terms of real accuracy rates? Can we see the location information live and all that sort of stuff? And so that's what March is for, implementation and soft launching. Also, big shout out to Farza for watching my last newsletter and giving me some feedback. I really appreciate it. And if anybody else has any feedback or thoughts or just wants to say what's up, just feel free to reply to this email or YouTube vid, however you're looking at it. All right, well, that's it from me for the month of February. I'll see you at the end of March. Bye.